There are people who are saying Trabablas is a Spanish word, which means nonsense.
Yeah.
So our president's nickname means nonsense. Nonsense. I don't know who was interested in giving him harmful names.
Hey.
Huh? Because the word Dambuzo has become a national crisis. And now we have another word that means nonsense. So don't tell us to be grateful, because we are not Mnangagwa's children. And he didn't build this interchange with his pocket money. Mnangagwa is not a sponsor to the Zimbabwean government. He is a civil servant. This interchange was built by our money. We don't owe Mnangagwa any thank you. Instead, he should apologize. Zico is a journalist. He comments on doctrinal matters. Whatever gives Zico $1 is what he will publish. At best, he's a journalist. He's a journalist. 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 Journalist.
And then my question to Apostle T.F. Chiwenga is, another Roman states in Nana Vatesalonika, vanokurudzira everyone to be subject to authority and to pray for those in leadership. Vanombo vaverengo here mavhesi akadaro. Or they've actually let their hatred for ZANU-PF, their hatred for President Mnangagwa, eat them up to the extent that they now divert from their sole objective, which is preaching the word of God. This Apostle T.F. Chiwenga being pessimistic to the core. Why? He looks at Trabablas Interchange, and all that he can see is the negatives. All that he can see is the Panama pedestrian crossing. All that he can see is the Panama lights. He has never traveled there. He has never used that interchange, but he talks about the bridge rakto float, rakto D, when he has never set foot there. It's not bad to look at the things which are negative, because me myself actually believe kuti ukaona zvinhu zviri negative or kuidentify zvinhu zviri negative zvinobatsira kuti zvinhu izvozvo zvitwe brought to light, and then action or actually improvements or solutions can actually be employed pazvinhu zvakadaro. For example, iwe ukaona kuti hapana malights, vanhu vakufanira kuisa malights. Ukaona kuti hapana pedestrian crossing, vanhu vakufanira kuona. But to only see the negative and only talk about the negative, that entity, you are a pessimist, and we don't expect that from Munhu waMwari, from a man of God. Tiri kuchikoro taita inonzi discussion, kunzi discuss, for example, discuss the impact of the Trabablas interchange formally painzi pambodzi round. And waitanga nema positives, right? It is good because yaku is a congestion. It is good because mota dzichaita 2 hours dzakamira ipapa. It is good because accommodate traffic yakadai. You give ma positive, zvinhu zviri positive about it. It is good because yaka create employment. And then also ma negative side kuti even though iri kubatsira zvakati, but we believe kuti mari yakashandiswa ipapa, it was inflated. Marodi acho haasi too wide. Hapana malights. Do inonzi discussion. And at the end, wobva a conclusion. Why we applaud or why we appreciate the fact that there's now an interchange which is serving its purpose, we believe that a lot can be done and we can do better, and on my next project and you give zvakat. You don't just start with my negative and uenda kuma negative and then wobva watotange no yanga singafani kutovakwa before kwaitomboitwa corruption yekuti maitoudzwa kuti kune interchange mari yatodeployiwa, but interchange yacho mamusingamboione. And right now you can't applaud the fact yekuti interchange yakatovakwa, and then tozodila nenhau dzemari. That's why we have got the public accounts committee, and we grill or hold accountable whoever we believe would misappropriate my funds. But Apostle T.F. Chiwenga, being Apostle T.F. Chiwenga, he chose to be pessimistic, as you can see in this full video.
That interchange is construction junk. If you are celebrating that interchange, you probably should not vote, because you don't have an idea of what development is all about. regai ndidzokorodze neshona. Kana uri kucelebrata interchange iyaya, hazvina kuchenjera kuti uvhote iwewe. Hauna idea kuti chinonzi kuvaka nyika chii. Hausati wamboona panovakwa road. Hausati wamboona panogadzirwa roundabout. Hausati wamboona panogadzirwa interchange. Hauna idea. What I'm praying for right now is that when it falls, no life will be lost. When it collapses. That's what I'm praying for. Ndikunyengetera kuti pachadona magweshe aya parege kuwana anofa. To show you that the government of Zimbabwe doesn't care about citizens, they simply wanted to do something to find publicity on TV. There is no pedestrian crossing from that side of the road to that side of the road, from this side of the road to that side of the road. People are skipping the road, and before we know it, someone will be knocked off by a car at that interchange. How do you make an interchange when there is no proper road? What was supposed to be the first thing? The Mashingo Highway needs a new road, not refurbishment. There's no road from Betty Bridge to Harare. That is a junk road once again. Number one, the Harare Betty Bridge Road, it needs at least 3 lanes on this direction and 3 lanes on that direction. It is Zimbabwe's busiest road, not only in terms of volumes of traffic, but in terms of business earnings. That's where we import most products from South Africa through. It makes sense to invest more money because it brings more money to Zimbabwe, that road. The road from Chitungwiza to that interchange is full of potholes. How do you create an interchange for a road mad with potholes? Inoshika ere motikari roundabout kana yabva kwakazara potholes. It doesn't. The third thing is, if you look at that interchange, the off-ramping roads are one vehicle lanes. Yes, they have 1 vehicle lanes. Look at that one. Look at the other one. It shouldn't be a 1 vehicle lane road. There has to be more than 1 lane. Because this is a major highway. The cars that are off-ramping from Harare to Glenora, they need more than 1 lane. The cars that are going from Chitungwiza to the highway, they need more than 1 lane. Most of those off-ramping lanes, they are 1 lane roads. Except maybe for that one. This is a junk road. They should have put 4 lanes on this direction, 4 lanes on that direction. And then they stay like that maybe for 60 km. Then they shrink it to 3 lanes as the road goes forward to Betty Bridge. And we are not just talking about the number of lanes. We are talking about the quality of the construction. It is not good enough. Look at them, they are watering the grass with water cannons. Why couldn't they implement and install a sprinkler valves, sprinkler water systems? Look at it. It already has depressions because of heavy trucks. So don't tell us to be grateful because we are not Mnangagwa's children. And he didn't build this interchange with his pocket money. Mnangagwa is not a sponsor to the Zimbabwean government. He is a civil servant. This interchange was built by our money. We don't owe Mnangagwa any thank you. Instead, he should apologize for being in a party that was governing for the past 45 years. And yet we are made to celebrate an interchange, which was introduced more than 200 years ago. Interchanges are more than 200 years old. Zimbabwe is the first interchange in 2025. You say, we must be grateful. Grateful to whom? Kana wakatarisa Mnangagwa munhu angape munhu kana sendi uya. The government's job is to utilize public funds responsibly. And they are getting paid for that job. They don't deserve any thank you from us. But when we are not happy, we are required and we are allowed to complain. Waste of money and deception masked as investment and infrastructure development. Very sad. If this road give us back the road, if Mr. Mnangagwa wanted to build a good road, what you should have seen there are traffic lights. Not traffic lights, floodlights. People are going to go into an accident because there are sharp curves at the interchange. There must be lights all over. And those lights must be up from dusk to dawn. There is not even one light that we can see there. Where are the lights? There are no lights. How do you expect motorists to navigate these caves, these winding caves, in the absence of street lights? There's no wisdom in these people. Look at it. The people the pedestrians who want to walk from this side to that side, what do they use? Kungo jamba road, chitarisa motikari jamba, koka rowa nemota. There are too many roads. It's difficult for a pedestrian to check all the angles from where traffic could come. This is a death trap for pedestrians. A decent project management company should have considered what I'm talking about. The people who supervised this project must be in jail. They are criminals. So we will not celebrate mediocrity. We can't say he has done something, he is improving, he is getting better, he is doing this, he is doing that. No. We know proper interchanges. We are not people who are not exposed. Mr. Mnangagwa did not consider development. He did not consider expansion. Harare has more volumes of cars because of importation of used cars. This interchange has no capacity to allow the passage, the free flowing and the free passage of cars to mitigate traffic jam. This interchange must be in a small road, not on the busiest road in Zimbabwe. It's too small for the volumes of traffic in our country. This interchange must be somewhere, probably along Enterprise Road or along Shamva Road, not along the Harare Bait Bridge Road. It's too busy for this kind of interchange. It doesn't allow for growth. Such infrastructure projects like this must consider growth at least for the next 50 years. It didn't. So we are not happy that our money was stolen once again. And something that looks like development has been constructed, which to us is posing a danger to our pedestrians. There must have been pedestrian footbridges constructed on all the 4 directions so that those who are crossing, they don't have to have contact with the roads. Either they make it a tunnel or they put it overhead, like what happens in other countries. This is junk. It is rubbish. And we condemn it. We of the true church do not see the Trabablas interchange as a project that marks development. It was a looting mechanism. Money was looted that could have been used to build a proper interchange. Those who were managing and operating the construction companies, they are the ones who are smiling right now. The people of Zimbabwe must mourn. There's nothing to celebrate. This is a crime scene. It is not a project of development. The Trabablas interchange is a crime scene. We must see people in handcuffs going to court from the Trabablas interchange. This is what Apostle Chiwenga thinks and feels about the Trabablas interchange. It's a crime scene. I hope it is very clear, Pastor Rengwe.
Yes, am I?
Yes. Kukauya vanhu vanovaka nyika zvakanaka vanotibvunza isusu tinovaudza kuti nyika inovakwa sei. We know how to do it. We know also what we don't know, and we know where to find the right people.
Yes.
Ukanga uchiziva kuti handigone chakati unenge wakachenjera nekuti unotsvaga vanochigona.
Yes.
Kwete kufamba uchinyepa kuti local companies constructed this marvel. There's no marvel at this construction junk. Yeah, think about it when it is dark. What do pedestrians do? A combination of absence of lights and absence of pedestrian crossing. It's a death scare. It's a death trap. Pastor Baloy. Kukadoka mota dzine malights. Vanhu vanetsoka vari kubva kuGlenora vari kuda kuenda kuside uku havana malights. Zvofamba sei? You have to learn. You can't wake up one day. Suddenly you know how to build interchanges. Which interchanges did you build before? Unobvunza vamwe ka? Kushona tine tsume noti kugara naka kona dzevamwe. Why couldn't they invite a competent company to build one at least? Put your engineers together and pay them to gain experience and exposure. So, I wanted this to be clear that the people like Nick Mangwana should not talk with all that insolence and that entitledness. Mr. Mnangagwa is doing nobody a favor by building anything. It's not his money. He owes us an explanation. Why did he inflate the figures of the cost of that project? We don't owe him anything. He is a servant of the people and he gets a salary for that. So those are some of the things that we are not happy about. There are people who are saying Trabablas is a Spanish word, which means nonsense.
Yeah.
So our president's nickname means nonsense. Nonsense. I don't know who was interested in giving him harmful names.
Hey.
Huh? Because the word Dambuzo has become a national crisis. And now we have another word that means nonsense. I was trying to understand why our president won't sit down without saying something nonsensical every time he speaks. Maybe it is in this name, Trabablas. I don't think our president knows that it means nonsense. I don't think he would have loved to give it to this interchange. But as we can see, it's full of nonsense. The interchange is nonsensical itself. So the name is fitting well.